Here.
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 Thank you. And with all meetings, we'll go ahead and start with a moment of silent prayer. Amen. Now please stand and join us in the saying of the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First thing before council tonight are the minutes of our May 19th, 2015 City Council meeting.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda as listed and authorize the mayor to sign.
Second.
We have first and second questions or comments.
Mr. Mayor, I'm going to go ahead and abstain since I wasn't present at the meeting.
Okay, we'll have the records minutes show that. I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed and abstained. Okay, there's one. Next is discussion and approval of appropriations ordinance 15-11 in the amount of $390,545.61.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mr.
could we have someone explain what the appropriations is for anyone here in the audience? I see just one, and those people who are watching on television.
Just in general?
Just in general, if Mr. Lasher could just...
Just like citizens at home, Bel Aire has bills that they have to pay, and we're a little bit more complicated in that we have a number of departments that make up the city. And so what council does as part of their actions is to approve the appropriations or the bills that we receive. So the council, every council meeting gets a list of all the people that were paid or the companies that were paid, what department paid that or purchased that, and how much that amount was, and then a brief description of what it was. And so once council approves the appropriations ordinance, then the next day the city treasurer sends out the actual checks to pay these people, but they're not sent until the council approves them.
Thank you, Mr. Lasher. Sir.
We have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
A motion by Mr. McDonald and a second by Ken Lee.
I had a question, Mr.
Yeah.
Mayor. I just wondered on the city logo signage for the vehicles, are we getting them updated, the signs on those vehicles? Because they have the old logo, right?
Was that the Public Works?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The parks,
Right.
is that on that new vehicle?
Yeah, we bought a couple
that we
new
were putting it on?
trucks,
Okay.
and so they ordered some new
That's what
decals that are actually bigger, and then they're also putting underneath them, if you notice, like Public Works or what department.
Oh,
So
good.
that way people see it's a truck, a city truck, but they also know what department they're
Well, that's
with.
cool. I hadn't seen them.
Yeah, we've just done
I'll
up
be
to two
looking.
so far.
Okay,
so.
thanks. Thanks.
First and second, are there any other questions? Call for the vote. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And then next, due to me not getting over the sinus infection with a very scratchy voice, I literally have given Council President Guy McDonald minutes notice, but I've asked him to read the proclamation for Flag Day. So, Mr. McDonald.
This is a proclamation of the City of Bel Aire for Flag Day, June 14th, 2015. To the citizens of Bel Aire, Kansas, greetings. Whereas the Second Continental Congress adopted the American flag on June 14th, 1777, and whereas June 14th, 2015 marks over 234 years of displaying our American flag, and whereas it is fitting and proper to officially recognize Old Glory as a symbol of hope, inspiration, and pride for the people of the United States and around the world. And whereas, in order to commemorate the adoption of our flag On August 3rd, 1949, the Congress, by joint resolution, designated June 14th of each year as Flag Day and requested that the President issue an annual proclamation designating the week in which June 14th occurs as National Flag Week, and call upon citizens of the United States to display the flag during that week. And now, therefore, I, David Austin, by the power vested in me as mayor of the city of Bel Aire, and on behalf of the City Council and citizens of Bel Aire, do hereby proclaim the week of June 13th, 19th, 2015 as National Flag Week, and June 14th, 2015 as Flag Day in the city of Bel Aire, Kansas, and ask our citizens to reaffirm the ideals of our country by displaying our American flag at their homes and throughout the country. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused to be affixed the official seal of Bel Aire, Kansas, this second day of June, 2015.
Thank you so much, Council President. And city requested appearances, I have none. Citizens' concerns, anyone? Move on to reports. I have just a very brief one. I want to let everybody know that following the CCUA meeting on Thursday, Councilmember Martine and I attended the open house over there at Perfection Homes in Summit, and I just was amazed, happily amazed by the turnout. And I don't think Mrs. Martine and I were there 2 minutes, and the realtor already came up and said, we sold one, we sold one. And we got it, so they had another sale there. That was pretty exciting that they're moving forward with that. So I wanted to congratulate that group on that. Also want to let citizens know that on Wednesday I will be attending the South Central Kansas Mayor's Summit. It's here in Wichita at no cost. So we'll be to that, and I look forward to reporting back on what learned from that. And third, today, prior to this meeting, we had our Public Building Commission meeting, which are always good things. And Bill Brookhauser has resigned from that committee. There's an appointment later on in the meeting today. But I just wanted to just thank him publicly. Mr. Brookhauser has served on that committee since its inception in August of 2002, and has been to, I think, every PBC meeting since August of 2002. So, 12, 13 years. And he wishes our new appointment, if he is so chosen, well, and also endorsed that appointment. So, but I did want to wish Mr. Brookhauser, I told him I'd pass that along, well, and thank him for his service. And with that,
Mr. Mayor, could I add to that?
Please.
Does anyone here know what a plank holder is? Mr. Brookhauser was in World War II, and he was a member of the battleship New Jersey. And he is one of 2 remaining members of that original crew. And the original crew members are called plank holders because the old ships were made from planks. So he and this other gentleman have the privilege, when visiting that particular ship, to go into areas that no one else is allowed to see.
Really?
So I'm proud of Bill Brookhauser.
Absolutely. That's the USS New Jersey. My daughter and I actually toured that exact battleship. It's docked in Camden, New Jersey. So I had no idea. Mm-hmm. Fascinating. We learned something new about Mr. Brookhauser tonight. I mean, there's always something new about that man. With that, we'll start with reports. I'll start with you, Mrs. Martine.
Okay, I did attend the CCUA meeting as an alternate Thursday night, and then I attended the open house, and lo and behold, I ran into our old, he wouldn't like me saying old, but our previous engineer of the city. And he gave me some good compliments, and I introduced him to the mayor. Also, I ran into a couple that used to live out here, and they moved over on the west side, and they're now looking at houses to move back over here. Then I was just wandering around, and there were 3 couples from Willow Bend. And I had my badge on that I was a council member, and I thought, oh no, what am I going to tell these people? But their questions were very simple, and they're thinking of selling their houses and buying, each one of them are going to buy a house over there in where we went. The food was very good. It was a lot of entertainment. The houses inside are really nice. I mean, 2 or 3 families could probably move in there and never see each other.
Wow.
Oh, they're fantastic. And that's all I had, Mayor.
Thank you. Mr. McDonald?
No report.
Mrs. O'Donnell?
Well, thank you, Betty. I'm sorry that I had to get to another meeting and miss the open house. I just wanted to echo what you said about Mr. Burkhauser. I have served on the PBC with him, the Public Building Commission, since I was elected in 2005, and so he is going to be greatly missed. And he said he has worked with every mayor of Bel Aire. I thought that was really interesting in some capacity. And I just wanted to follow up that on the CCUA, there are some citizens I know in Park City that have that odor that they're smelling a lot. Really, in Bel Aire, I have never smelt it, but I know that there are a couple people that have mentioned that they have when there's a real strong wind. But I wanted to let the citizens know that I was really encouraged at our meeting last Thursday that we think we're going to be able to not only fix the problem, find a solution, but we're really, really trying to do it with no increase in sewer or water rates, which is really important to every member of the CCUA, which is the Chisholm Creek Utility Authority, in case people are like, what is that? And I just want to publicly thank our TAC committee, which consists of the head of that, and then Mr. Lasher, and then the city administrator from Park City, because they worked really hard on that. So thank you, Mr. Lasher, for that. And I just want to let the citizens know, in case they did smell something here. I haven't yet, and I'm very thankful that I haven't. So that's the end of my report.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we're looking forward to that with
Yeah.
what CCA will come up with the resolution. And probably speaking, Mr. Lee was there also at the meeting, the other member, and, talked about, we've got to do this right.
Right.
And doing it without the increase was
Right.
so important, and we're able to do that. So thank you. Yeah, Mr. Lee?
Well, you guys stole all my
I'm
thunder now,
sorry.
so.
Next time he'll start there.
I'll go there next time.
No, it was it was a good meeting with CCUA, and the citizens can rest easy knowing that we are fully aware of how important it is to keep sewer and water rates as reasonable as we can. So we are working hard on that. I want to apologize for not being at the last council meeting. I was at the Wichita Society of Professional Engineers Awards Banquet. We do our annual awards banquet, and we recognize some of our local engineers. So I was at that instead, but I will do my best to be here as often now. So thank you.
Dr. Becker?
Thank you. I just wanted to report that today is the first National Gun Violence Awareness Day. And I am joining thousands of other Americans across our country by wearing orange to help spread the word about gun violence awareness. Why orange? Because it's the color of safety. It's the color that hunters wear so other hunters don't accidentally shoot each other, and that crossing guards wear to help kids get across the street safely. And many other public servants wear this color for safety purposes. Today, we're wearing orange because from accidental child shootings to teen suicides and school lockdowns, and from assaults and murders to mass shootings, Americans are constantly hearing about gun violence or the risk of gun violence. And we are aware of the risk of gun violence for our families and communities, not just today, but every day. And the other thing I want to report is that I too attended the open house on Thursday, and I went earlier so I didn't run into you guys. But it was so lovely, and I took a friend of mine that was visiting from Newton, and she was so impressed with the homes and the ones that they call patio homes. She says, "Oh, you mean this is a patio home? It seems like a full-sized home."
Yeah.
We went through one that had 4 or possibly 5 bedrooms and 3 full bathrooms, and it was just beautiful, just very well done. And I think these homes are such a beautiful addition to our wonderful community. We already have so many lovely homes in Bel Aire. Even our older homes are just beautiful. People keep up their yards here, and it's such a nice community, and this is another good addition to our community. So I enjoyed it, and they had great food, too.
Sorry, Mr. Mayor, I just realized I'd forgotten one thing. I'm going to steal Ty's thunder since they stole my thunder earlier. The Party for Parkinson's is coming up in a week and a half, and I'll be running in that, and I would encourage everybody to consider participating in that.
Do they have a walking section?
Yeah, they have a 1 mile walk.
Okay.
We'll be in that one.
Yeah.
Thank you. City manager?
I still have a few more items left, Mr. Lee. So, as the Saturday, June 13th, is the brush site's also open, and as Mr. Lee said, that Party for Parkinson's. I think we've got something on our website. I know we've put social media out where you can go in and sign up for it and stuff. But it is a great event. It actually starts at the Catholic Care. It goes east along 45th, then turns up into Elk Creek and runs through Elk Creek and then through Central Park by City Hall, out to Woodlawn, and then south on Woodlawn back to the Catholic Care. So, and it takes about an hour, and it's a lot of fun. Great weather last year and stuff. So, and city staff will be working, the police and public works will be working, putting out cones and stopping traffic and things. So people might, if they see that going on, they'll know what's happening. June 25th through the 27th are the citywide garage sales. So just to remind everybody, those are coming up, and we'll be putting stuff out on social media. And then on July 11th from 8 to noon is our community cleanup day. So that way, if everything doesn't get sold and you have stuff left over from that, and or taking it to the Goodwill or whatever, and it's just something that needs to be trashed, you can take it to the brush site. The brush site will be open as well, so they can take out brush or anything else they need to do or cleaning up. And we'll remind people of that as it gets closer. And the other exciting thing is we've had 3 people so far adopt fire hydrants. And so we've got that going, and we're going to continue trying to get people to sign up for that, but we've got 3 so far. We're going to go out and take a picture and maybe put it on social media to show what people are doing. And so far they're just agreeing to keep it up and repaint it red. We don't have anything exciting like a woo shock. I keep hoping somebody will do a woo shock, but nothing like that yet. So, but anyway, that's all I had, Mayor.
Wonderful, thank you.
Mr. Lester, I have a question.
Yes.
What are the hours that the brush site is open?
The brush site is open 9 to 1.
Thank you.
And it's open, I believe, the second Saturday of every month.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on into ordinances, resolutions, and final actions. And the first thing before council tonight is an ordinance authorizing the sale and disposition of property under a lease between the city of Bel Aire and our PBC. And this was the meeting that the PBC met prior to this meeting. And how this works, the PBC, owns the land, leases it to the city, and so we have to do this. This is the contract the council approved a couple of meetings ago for the was it like 50 some? Oh, it's up there. Yeah, they're at 45th and Greenwood. So that is for council to consider tonight, so we can move forward with that sale.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve an ordinance authorizing the sale and disposition of certain property under a lease between the City of Bel Aire, Kansas and the City of Bel Aire, Kansas Public Building Commission, and authorize the mayor to sign.
Second?
First and second, the questions or comments? Okay, since it's an ordinance, it has a roll call. Pardon me. Dr. Becker,
Aye.
Ken Lee,
Aye.
Guy McDonald,
Aye.
Betty Martine,
Aye.
Peggy O'Donnell,
Aye.
and it passes. And if we can keep having these on the meeting, that'd be great. Okay, next are confirming the following mayoral appointments. We have 2 appointments, Alan Arts and Carla Zalecki to the Planning Commission, and Gary O'Neill to the Public Building Commission.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I make a motion to confirm Mayor Austin's appointments to those commissions.
Second. Third.
We're all happy about it.
Yeah. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Yeah, wonderful, thank you. And hopefully our PBC will need to meet again soon. Okay. Final thing, and we do, we'll need about a 10-minute executive session, but before that, we have a workshop. I would like right now just to look at that June 9th one, if that date works, and July and August, if we can get back, maybe moving those off of Tuesdays like we talked before, but I know June 9th is already on so many calendars. So does that work for everybody still?
Yes, those 3 dates are all okay with me.
Okay,
Same with me.
okay.
But Mayor, you said you wanted Monday in July instead of that, these are all Tuesdays, you know.
Right, yeah. That's
Oh,
why I said I
okay.
just want us to do the June 9th one now, and then
Okay.
if we can discuss that at the workshop for July and August, because I know at the last one we kind of talked about moving it to different days, so we'll do that. Yeah,
I will have, the July 14th will not work for me. I'll
Okay.
be out of town, so,
okay.
Will you be out of town the 13th?
no, I'm in town on the 13th.
Okay,
You just want to go ahead and schedule it for July 13th right now, Monday?
it's okay with me.
Fine with me.
Yeah, it's
I
okay with
might
me.
be out of town on Monday. I can't promise I'll be back. I hope to be.
Why don't we do it tentatively? I mean, there's nothing that says we have to schedule a July workshop today.
Wait a minute.
So, but we were
I-
tentatively scheduled for July 13th, and let's worry about August later.
Okay.
So we got June and July for that, okay. And would ask for a 10-minute executive session for attorney-client and inviting in the city manager and city attorney.
So moved.
Second?
Okay. We have first and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we're in executive session for 10 minutes at 7:22.